Hi, this is Cindy with Quantum Kaleidoscope. Hopefully, you're doing well. I'm going to be doing a reading for the collective from pretty much for the mid-month update. Okay, there's only been a lot of things going on in the energies and in the collective, a lot of changes. We are heading to a full moon. Okay, so we are kind of going to be seeing a culmination of what's been happening over the last 6 months. Okay, so you will kind of see maybe conclusions, or full moons generally will can bring light to situations. Okay, so I mean, there's a lot of excitement as we get to the end of August. So I'm going to do a reading to see what's going on for the collective. Okay, how are things been going? Okay, what can we tell the collective today to help them stay in highest vibration and on their truth path? What will help them between mid-month until the end of the month, or over the next couple of weeks? What messages do we have today? Okay. Hopefully you've been doing well. Stumbling with the cards. They're kind of sticky. Always reminds me of sticky situations. Okay, so we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so these are about our morals. This is about our institutions. Okay, these are about commitments. This really does like our governments. Okay, so I mean, there's probably a lot of excitement or changes within those kind of realms, but let's see how this plays out. Okay, as what we have here is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so that's holding on, that's protection. Okay, the challenge is the Devil. Okay, I actually came out for my own kind of personal reading too when I was practicing this spread. The past that's kind of leading you right now, okay, is the Two of Cups. Okay, interesting. Okay, and so what is your higher self telling you? Okay, the Prince of Cups. I'll see if I can get those clearer in there. Okay, what have been some environmental factors or some kind of outside influences? We have is the King of Wands. Okay, and where is this taking you as you end the month? Okay, the Chariot. Okay, so again, the Hierophant is the end. Okay, so how have you been doing? Okay, so like this does represent our stability. It does represent our possessions, and our money. Like on the negative, this can be known as like that miser energy, where some stagnancy can happen, because I mean like money and resources or whatever is energy, and they need to kind of go back and forth in order to kind of really flow. Okay, because I mean the challenge with the Four of Pentacles, okay, is that by holding on, okay, it suggests the Five of Pentacles is next. Okay, and so it's like the Five of Pentacles is that material change. Yes, it can be, right when I saw that it was at 333. So yes, it can mean supportive friends. Okay, but it is also material change. So it's kind of like holding on and then, you lose it kind of thing, but this has been, like stability has been the importance. It can be, represent anything with like fourth house. Okay, it does represent the sun in Capricorn, which is very interesting too, because, like some of you can be Capricorn, but we also do have the Devil, okay, as being the challenge, okay, which is also Capricorn energy, okay, and so it's almost like that double within, okay, on a collective level, of course, it can definitely be the devil within our formal institutions. What changes need to like happen, like what have we been working on over the last 6 months or something like that, that's really culminating. Okay, but the double energy here, this deck always, so this is the Patch Tarot, and so this deck always reminds me of the whole concept of all that glitters is not gold, but again, I also remind people that not all gold glitters. Okay, but this is like I'm being drawn to the mask right now. okay? And so it's kind of like, what masks, like what has been hidden within, okay? Like, you know, what needs to come to the surface, but also, you know, these are about breaking the chains that hold us back, breaking these chains. Okay, there can be something like within, you know, the home or stability or whatever, not feeling that the finances may not be as stable as they could be, kind of thing, you know, but it's like the challenge is, well, with the devil is that, again, you can get yourself out of this situation. Okay. However, it is major arcana. Okay. So we have 3 major arcana. So the Hierophant is really in play. Okay. So this can be a very spiritual, you know, few weeks. Now, major arcanas do take longer to play out. Okay. So with this being the basis, okay, you know, you can find that it really does play out, you know, the rest of the, you know, the rest of the season, you know, wherever the case is, a couple months depending, you know, but whatever it has been, it's like holding back from facing the own internal demons, I guess, you know, but also what can be external. Okay, this is, you know, this can be about, you know, questioning our beliefs, you know, again, about values and things like that, like what has been important, like what, you know, what values do we pass on to the next generation. Okay, so we have in, so it's interesting here. Okay, so it's like we have 2 cups here in the past that's influencing this in this situation. Okay, so this is a partnership. This is seeing eye to eye with another. Okay, but what does this have to do with what is going on per se? Okay, because we have you as, you know, focusing on your stability and everything like that, but then having the challenge of the, you know, the devil. Okay, the devil energy can be, you know, even like, you know, those self-imposed thoughts, you know, that where he's like, you can't do it, you must hold back, okay, you know, for a reason. But I mean, it can be about protection because you know that there's this devil energy around. Okay, devil energy is not fun energy. Okay, I mean, it can be somebody, like if this is somebody else, okay, they can, you know, be imposing their beliefs, for example, you know, imposing their judgments, you know, or whatever the case is. But we have the 2 of Cups, so either way, there was a, you know, established relationship. Okay, that was emotional. Okay, you know, and then we have the higher self. Okay, saying the, you know, to be expressive. The, you know, we have expressive sit in the top. Okay, but we have the Prince of Cups. No, it's not better. To put it there. Okay, so we have the Prince of Cups here, which I mean, this deck always reminds me of, you know, like you see, you know, whether it comes in or not, but it like, you know, looks like kind of like a message, you know, sending, you know, a message, you know, and like being on, you know, like the waves of emotion, you know, and letting, you know, it take you high and soar. So it's really interesting that there is like, you know, the Knight of Cups has, you know, a goal in mind. Okay, you know, so there's something that it looks like that is, you know, being held back. Okay, something you're holding back, you know, it can be information, you know, it can be, you know, whatever about this relationship, but it's become, with it being the devil energy being the challenge, if it's related to this person. Now we have in your environment a King of Wands. Okay, so what is holding you back? Because what we have is forward motion. Okay, we have the Chariot. Okay, this is when, well, ultimately it makes me think about with the Hierophant, it does make me think about, you know, because the Chariot is, you know, again, it's a major arcana, you know, it's a major life stage. Okay, you know, anything like, you know, this devil energy, this Hierophant, okay, this Chariot energy, okay, these are aspects of your life that, you know, will stick with you, okay? For like, it will impact, you know, how the future moves forward, okay? You know, the Four of Pentacles, okay, is, you know, an everyday energy, okay? It's like you can make the decision, you know, today, tomorrow to, you know, choose to like bring more flow, you know, okay? This can be holding back energy, okay? Pentacles can be time, okay? Like, you know, not paying attention to, you know, this Two of Cups energy, okay? But there is a King of Wands around, okay? So whether that is somebody else, you know, coming in, you know, to maybe help with this double energy, or if it's related to the two, I'm not sure. You see how it relates, you know, but we do, the King of Wands energy is, okay, kings are kings, okay, they are masters of the energy that they represent, okay, and fire, okay, fire. In this deck too, it shows like him, you know, on a horse, okay, so we have expression here, okay, but then we also have action, you know, fire, motivation, okay, motivation, you know, to maybe help with, again, with this devil energy. Okay, especially if it's something that, you know, on a collective level is, you know, institutionalized, maybe. Okay, but the Chariot is, you know, representing success. But I mean, it does also kind of be that, like, you know, your ducks are in a row. You know, like, I mean, these two, how do they look in here? I guess it's like a sphinx kind of line. I'm not sure if they're actually in this, but like, you know, you see different depictions and different decks, like horses or whatever, but like ultimately they, you know, need to be aligned, okay? Like all elements, you know, of this Chariot, okay, need to be aligned in order to move forward, okay? And so this can't, and so what I was going to say with the Hierophant, okay, with this being lessons in spirituality, maybe kind of thing, you know, and questioning whatever, you know, it's like moving, like the Chariot is known in the, or has been a depiction, you know, is like the vehicle we take, you know, to our next lesson, you know, it's like this is showing that, you know, this devil energy will get conquered, okay? Like, what is tormenting you? Like, what is bothering you? What are you holding yourself back from, okay? From expressing, okay? Because we do have emotions, okay? But we do have this fire energy around, okay? And I do feel like this is, you know, this is somebody who's willing to take action, you know? And again, it can be that, you know, representing the other person in the Two of Cups. Okay, but we do have success, okay? So, I mean, if there's been something where, you know, question your beliefs, questioning your judgments, questioning, you know, the society, you know, like anything like that, you know, you're not going to hold yourself back anymore. The situation won't be like, you know, or held back from you, okay? This, you know, and there's going to be success. So hopefully that made sense. If you liked it, please drop a like. That'd be nice. What other kind of takeaway message do we have? Those are watching. For those watching. Okay, and so always remember, so I mean, general tarot readings, okay, energy goes back and forth, okay, so I mean, if it's not, you know, about you, could be to like help, you know, clarify what somebody else is going through, you know, dealing with, you know, double energy is not fun, but we all go through it. And, you know, I mean, it can represent addictions. It can represent, you know, again, those things that like, those like indulgences, you know, that we know that are not good for us, or something that we can keep on going, you know, that, you know, we're trying to hold ourselves back, but maybe it's like, you know, holding yourself back from having some fun. Sometimes that double energy, you know, like says that you need to have, there's a need to have some fun, okay? But always do remember that in terms of, you know, tarot readings, okay? And they are, you know, they, in terms of timing, they can always play out in different ways. So, you know, reflection is always key when it comes to tarot readings. Okay, and so what we have here is 8 of Cups, 4 of Wands, and 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so this has been, you know, a very spiritual journey. Okay, like maybe if this has been a collection of the last 6 months, for example, you know, like that double energy can take that long, maybe even longer, you know, who knows, you know, like it really kind of depends on our, you know, own personal, you know, lessons in our evolution and our, you know, a lot of different factors in terms of what's going on, okay, you know, but with the Hierophant here too, you know, it's like this has been very spiritual, okay, you know, this has been about a journey. This has been, you know, seeing what, you know, no longer fulfills you anymore. Okay, like that once was emotional fulfillment. You know, like for some of you, like maybe this is holding back, you know, the fact that, you know, there are challenges in a relationship kind of thing, and it's about moving forward, you know, either again together, you know, or potentially separately, you know, in the sense of holding back that there is, you know, like, you know, double energy. It can be very toxic, you know, like a lot of, you know, maybe gaslighting, for example, a lot of arguments. But either way, this is a journey. Okay, this is a personal journey, okay, that each of you have gone through on your own, okay, about seeing, like this deck has, like how they have it separated, okay, is 5 cups here and 3 cups here. Okay, you know, so I mean, like this is always usually representing going after your 9th cup, you know, your wish, your personal wish. Okay, you've already assessed, you know, what, you know, makes you emotionally fulfilled, you know, and this can be a lot about, you know, balancing within yourself, okay, with the emotional body, okay, you know, and so knowing what, you know, like personally makes you fulfilled, okay, but how this habit separated is that there probably has been some emotional loss, okay. On this cup there's some chips on it, okay. Okay, and so like maybe some broken glass, you know, maybe some epiphanies even, okay, you know, I'm thinking that like glass shattering, you know, kind of thing, okay, and the 3 cups here, you know, does, you know, represent, you know, again, the 3 of Cups, you know, that celebration, you know, and that friendship, but, you know, you do see them kind of separately as well, and it's kind of like, what are the possibilities, you know, of that, what would be, you know, basically, you know, not quite a new start, but it is heading to a 9, which is an ending, you know, because like once you got your wish fulfillment, what do you do then? You know, is that it? So where do you keep going? You keep growing, okay? So we have 4 wands, so that's success, okay? You know, that is kind of walking through the door and like celebrating this change, okay? You know, there is going to be some kind of success and forward movement, okay? So, I mean, if anything has been really worrying you, okay? Double energy, like I said, is not fun to play with. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups here too, which is, you know, again, I was thinking about that, and this was under the deck. I just kind of picked it up, you know. I was just thinking about it too when I was describing the 8 of Cups, because I mean, again, there's generally inherent within it, in theory, you know, that there has been that assessment, that confusion, you know, there's lots of options, okay, you know, and if you were led astray, maybe, you know, by the, you know, that quote unquote devil, okay, there is success moving forward, there's change, okay, you know. But we have here with the 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles, okay? You know, again, representing that change on the tangible, okay? This is like that affinity. This is, you know, like, you know, already seeing that opportunity and already taking it, and really, again, another thing where I'm thinking like, you know, pedal to the metal, okay? But together, you know, with the 6 of Pentacles, that is that, you know, generosity, okay? That is that equal give and take. 4 of Pentacles doesn't have that equal give and take. You know, if you're dealing with another, for example, okay, so if you're holding yourself back either in an emotional sense or in a time sense, you know, okay, it does seem like there is some change afoot, you know, and if it hasn't been like, you know, motivating, okay, I think you're gonna conquer the devil. It's impressive. Okay, so well, that was the reading. please let me know if you liked it or anything. Feel free to put any comments, and I hope you have a great rest of your month. Okay, take care.